Yo, 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 it is your boy Defness45, and I'm coming at you with my first fantasy football 2019 top 10 quarterbacks, where I see the top 10 quarterbacks for the 2019 NFL football season for fantasy football. You'll see on the screen below, I will show their stats 2018. If we get to a certain player that didn't play last year due to injury, it'll show career in the last year. If not, it'll go to the prior year. So let's get started. What's up, Joe? I'm going to ramp this out quick before Card Crew goes live. So what's up, guys? I'm just doing my quarterback top 10 fantasy football rundown. Who I have 1 through 10 with a little bit of background. So number 1 up on the slate is going to be Patrick Mahomes. This kid threw 50 touchdown passes last year, over 5,000 yards. As I do see some regression with him this year, I don't see him putting up these numbers. Probably not 50 TDs, as he has lost some threats, right, in the offseason. I do feel it's still not enough to drop him anywhere below number 1. So if you have a chance and you're going to go after a quarterback, my guy would be Patrick Mahomes. All right? Number 2 in this ranking just kind of shows you where Fantasy Pros has it. I can put up ESPN as well. Kind of get your top 10 of my top 10 of theirs. The next guy is going to be Deshaun Watson. Not only does he have in the air upside, but with his feet, he had 820 rushing yards and 7 rushing TDs in the last 22 games. Capable of 30 TD passes, and the rushability has him towards the top for me as number 2, not to mention, in my opinion, the best receiver going into the 2019 season, which you may ask who? DeAndre Hopkins, D-Hop. All right, number 3 is going to be Andrew Luck, will be my number 3 guy. Now, the big question is, can he stay healthy? If this man can stay healthy, we know he is easily a top 3 fantasy quarterback. He can easily post a 5,000-yard passing season with 40-plus TDs. Now, if his shoulder can hang and he can stay healthy, and oh yeah, T.Y. Hilton can also stay healthy, he has the upside to finish in the top 3, in my opinion, this year for 2019 in fantasy football. Number 4 is going to be a surprise for a lot of you, and I'm going to tell you why. Baker Mayfield. Yes, I have Baker Mayfield, number 5. Him and Matt Ryan were pretty much tied neck and neck. This is a big surprise, as some people have him 5. Some people have him 6. I am taking him number 4. And here's why. Maker Bayfield proved all the haters and doubters wrong in the 2018 season, as he has his whole football career, being a walk-on for the Oklahoma Sooners and making the squad and being the starter. Now, after an impressive 2018 season where they were basically 500 and people didn't think they would win one game, they're now contenders. He has also added a top receiver corps in Odell Beckham Jr. this year. So another weapon to size off with Jarvis Landry, as well as Chubb, as well as Kareem Hunt in the backfield, and as well as Njoku. He has made the Browns contenders as a name going into the league. Rookie year, he completed 68.4%. He had 281.8 yards per game passing, 2.4 TDs per game, and 1.0 interceptions per game. He has a big floor and a high ceiling. Number 5 is going to be Matt Ryan. Over the last 3 seasons, no other quarterback has thrown for more TDs over the last 3 combined. He has the weapons, close to maybe the best in the league, so his upside is through the roof. Almost 70% completion rate, almost 5,000 yards in 2018, 35 TDs. I think he can post these similar numbers. Hopefully he can. Number 6 is going to be one of my division rivals, Aaron Rodgers. 2018, believe it or not, was not terrible for Aaron Rodgers. Some may say it was. Look for Aaron Rodgers to bounce back, though, back up into the elite group. Now, if he has the right season, he could be a top 5, top 3. Rodgers has finished 1 or 2 amongst fantasy quarterbacks, and now with his good legs, he could have the same come season end. I think 1 or 2 is a little pushing it, but we'll see. All right. Number 7 is going to be Mr. Cam Newton. He did have surgery, and he is expected back week 1. I think it's a little fast, and I honestly think they're rushing things. I think they should give him the few first weeks off and let him really completely heal, because it takes a long time to do it. But we know with his legs and his running game, his ceiling is ginormous, and his floor is high. If you are looking for a consistent DFS, daily fantasy sports quarterback going into the 2019 season, as he was in 2018 for cash games, he is one of your most consistent quarterbacks week in and week out. All right. Number 8 is going to be my man, Drew Brees. Brees has sat in the top 10 for fantasy quarterbacks the last 15 seasons. His pass attempts have dropped since Kamara has been implemented. However, he is a safe and reliable quarterback. He could fall or could move up to the top 5 if things go right for him. Carson Wentz. We have yet to see his complete upside, and what we have seen is impressive. He is still not completely healthy from his back injury. He does have the weapons around him, as well as a workhorse. They added Jordan Howard behind him, so we look for him to boost up here. And then last but not least is going to be Russell Wilson. Wilson finished in the top 10. He was actually QB9 last season. His legs continue to be a threat. However, last season with only 376 rushing yards and 0 rushing TDs. Unless they throw the ball more or he decides to scramble and run more, I don't see any better than 10 by the end of the season. Number 1 is Patty Mahomes. Layman, your boy. Play it back. So that is Defness45's top 10 quarterbacks. I'm actually going to stop this video since it only took me about 8 minutes or so. I'm going to run through running backs before Card Crew goes live here. So I appreciate you guys watching. Leave comments. Let me know who your top 1 or 2 or 5 or 3 or whatever. Let me know where you think I am wrong. I would love to hear all the feedback. Even constructive criticism is great. I like to grow. I know my fantasy football game is strong. Is yours. We'll see you in the next video. Look for the running backs next. Peace!